What if I were to tell you that there was one single key that could unlock all the possibilities, all the future desires, goals, dreams, ambitions that you have? And what if I was here to tell you that it is nobody else other than yourself? That's right. No one is here to save you, and that is your job, and that's what we're going to talk about today. So at the end of the day, I'd like to ask you, who do you report to? Who do you share your day with to tell whether it was good or not? To answer that simple question, I'm going to ask another question. Who are you trying to hopefully keep alive, healthy, and happy, and well? And hopefully that answer is you. You are the center. You are the controller of your own life. And I'm here to call out any of those people that like to make excuses for where they are today. I would like to ask those individuals who do have that feeling, and I know a lot of us have a little bit of discontentment, which is great. We should feel discontent knowing we're capable of more and wanting to evolve and grow and continue this process of life and evolution. But with those making excuses for where they are, I would also like to ask them, what did you do yesterday? What did you do this past month, this past year, or even 10 years to bring you where you are today? The thing is, it's easy to blame outside circumstances as a way to get out of why you are where you are. It's easy to blame the reality around us that is putting us in this position of where we are right here, right now. So you can ask, why aren't you as healthy as you'd like to be? Why aren't you as happy as you'd like to be? Why aren't you as alive as you'd like to be? But at the end of the day, who do you have to sit with and be the most honest with? The answer is you. The thing is, you can lie to them, but you can't lie to yourself. You can pretend to them and make them believe that you're someone you are not. You can pretend to be happy. You can pretend to be all these things. We make decisions every single day, these small actions that we maybe know deep down are not actually helpful, but we do them anyway. Of course you can. You're the creator. You can do whatever you like. The creator energy is inside of us all. You are the creator of your destiny. Only if we allow. We always are, but it's that power that we can tap into to decide how we create. And that is what we are here to talk to you today. This message and this story come from an article that I just wrote in my newsletter and posted on my blog. If you'd like to find that, I have the link below. It's a brand new newsletter that I just started, so I'm going to be sharing weekly just tips, advice, ideas, stories for me to really connect with you as an easy way without having to use Instagram and all those other things. So if you'd like to connect more, and I should say read my articles that I've posted in some Ontario newspapers and just published online, please subscribe and join the community, and we'll keep in touch there. And I look forward to sharing just some more hidden wisdom that maybe I don't want to share publicly as much, but I'd love to share and really get deep with you guys within our inbox, basically. So please subscribe and sign up there, and we'll connect further there. So with that being said, we're the creator of our destiny. Yet we pass the baton to some outside circumstance, giving the outside circumstance the ability to take responsibility for where we are. We say, this thing right here is why I am how I am, leaving you with no responsibility, just the way you like it. It's easy not to have responsibility. We all know that. It's kind of easier to blame something else other than ourselves and to take that accountability. But at the end of the day, you are still responsible for you. In today's world of knowledge, it can be so incredibly accessible. We really don't have excuses anymore to be learning and being open-minded to these new possibilities of how we can possibly do things a little bit better than we did yesterday. So some of the excuses you might tell yourself is, I hold my progress back. I am closed-minded to new possibilities. I struggle to be responsible with my actions. The list can go on, and they are very worthy, no doubt, but do they belong in truth? Do you want to honor those statements as fact? Sometimes it is, and we can acknowledge that, but then again, what are we going to do now? What are we going to do now? So what has happened in the past has been in the past, but now, what are we going to do? I have one small story I want to share. It's so basic, it makes me laugh even thinking that this is really what spurred this whole conversation and got me going out here, but it brought enough inspiration for me to want to share it with you that I sat down, wrote about it, published it to my newsletter audience, and now I'm videoing about it. So clearly it's small but very impactful, and I'm going to share it with you. So it started this morning. I was in the shower. To backtrack, I also recently got my hair colored, just the ends to fix up some of the blonde that was just sitting there lingering, and I want it to be more balanced. So I went and got my hair colored just to be more natural blonde, and the hair salon, the lady said that try not to use hot water in your hair. Basically saying it would damage it further, try to avoid using hot water. So as I was in the shower, kind of cold, she came into my head. And it's not a made up rule. She didn't just make up this reason of don't take a super hot shower or use hot water on your hair. It was backed by facts that it would damage my hair more or take out the dye that I just paid for. So try to avoid hot water. Basically, it would be good if it was a strong suggestion to listen to, and I would be wise to take her advice because it was a fact. So there I am, kind of cold, wanting the water to get hotter. But the hairstylist came into my mind, her warnings not to use hot water in your hair. At that moment, I had two choices. I had the choice. I could listen to her advice, or I could ignore it. Both options would lead to certain consequences. Option one was a positive consequence. I don't damage my hair. Maybe I have to suffer a little bit of colder water that I didn't really want, but the consequence would be more healthy hair, dye that lasted longer, and overall a more positive experience, if you will. However, the second consequence would further damage my hair. If I decided not to listen to her advice, worthy advice, and I ignored it, I would have the consequence of damaging my hair further and ruining the dye, having to go back, pay more money, etc., kind of negative consequences for just not listening and doing what I felt like doing. It's not like the hairstylist is going to barge into my shower to tell me to turn it cold. I was then responsible. It was my choice. So quite frankly, she really doesn't care what I do with the water. She doesn't care if I ruin my hair. Heck, she might even want me to ruin my hair just so I have to go back to her sooner and pay her more money. We see that a lot in today's age, that maybe what we're being told, we almost don't want people, businesses, companies, money makers don't even necessarily want us to be healthy and be responsible, because our irresponsibility just adds to more money being spent in all these methods of marketing and consumerism. So hey, maybe for her, she gave me the advice, but maybe she really doesn't want me to even take it because she would like me to go back, give her more money, fix my hair because I ruined it. So the question I have to ask myself is what would I prefer in the long run? That was my question to me. I would say I want healthy hair. Therefore, I want to be accountable for it and make sure I don't use hot water, just like I was suggested not to. The thing is that it's really the small things. It's the small little actions that we do day in, day out. Maybe we don't bring awareness to them, but maybe it's time that we start to put that in our thoughts and realize we are in control. You report back to you at the end of the day. If you feel the need to blame someone or something, just pause and ask yourself these couple questions. What was my part in all of this? What still is my part in all of this? Are there things I could do differently or do better? Those answers will vary depending on you. You'll have different answers, your own personal answers, but it could be as simple as I just should learn more. I need to learn more. I would like to learn more. I need to be open-minded to more information, new perspectives, new ideas. Or it could be I need to make choices that serve my future self. Having that in the forefront, imagine how you ran your day. I need to be kinder to me and take care of me. I need to love myself more and act in accordance to that love. There is no one answer, but to ask yourself what you could do differently or do better every day will give you hopefully that bit of inspiration to take the action to be responsible for all you can be, which is you. The thing is, it all lies within you. You are in the most control. You're in more control than you even give yourself credit for. No one is coming to save you, but you can save yourself. Believe in your power and own it. You have a lot to give, and don't forget that. And just know that you are in way more control than you give yourself credit for. Just never forget. So that's my story message. And if you'd like to learn more, please click the link below. You can connect with us. We have our own free little safe space on the internet called the Rider Society. Free to sign up, and if you want access with me, there is a premium subscription that you can join and get all the interaction with me. I'd love to see you in there and help you along your journey and just give you those tools that I discovered along my journey of self-discovery and just going through the trenches of trial and error to figure out who I am, how I can love myself, how I can love my horses more in my journey, and just that evolution of growth So I personally have quite a lot of these tools that I've implemented in my life that have really been a game changer, and I'd love to share them with you. So if you'd like to work together on that to just get you feeling more in control and more aligned, and just having that accountability and a coach and a different perspective. Sometimes all it takes is a different perspective to see things differently, either with your day-to-day, your view of yourself, your perspectives, your horses. How do you interact with them? How are you the leader of your energy? To me, that's basically like everything is how we transfer energy, how we present ourselves to us, to our horses, to our friends, our family, to the world around us. How do we present ourselves? How do we show up? And that is really what I'm here to help teach you and show you those tools that you can then gain your control back, gain your power within yourself. And it all starts with you. It starts with doing this type of work, and I would love to help you on your journey. Please click the link below and you can join the Rider Society, and then also join my private Weekend Hustle space where we have members in there that are all ready to level up their mind, body, and ride. So I look forward to seeing you there. Goodbye for now.